Hey everyone, my name is Curtis. Welcome to my channel if you are new, or welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. As you guys can tell from the title of today's video, today we are going to be talking about and discussing all things bearded dragon brumation related. Before we begin, I actually have an entire bearded dragon playlist all around their care, what to feed them, how to force feed them, lighting, and all that type of stuff. So if you want to check that out, the link to that will be right here in a card. So just to get right out into it, brumation is essentially the hibernation for reptiles. But there is a few differences, the main one being that hibernation is like a very deep sleep in which like an animal won't wake up until like a seasonal change or something along those lines, and they won't eat or drink whatsoever, whereas brumation is more of just a dormancy for reptiles. So you can still typically see them wake up, drink, maybe eat, and then go back to sleep. And a lot of people wonder why this usually happens, and that is because usually in the wild, obviously our animals, even though domesticated, still have natural instinct. Your animals still have natural instinct, so therefore, even if these things don't apply to your animal's conditions, they still feel these things naturally because, obviously, like I said, natural instinct. But it can be things like lack of water, lack of food, cooler temperatures, and lack of daylight. First off, brumation is completely normal. I remember when I first had my bearded dragon, Hercules, it was getting cooler, and I noticed that he was acting a little bit different, so I looked it up, and I made myself very, informed about brumation and what it is, and that it is normal as long as your animal is healthy before going into it. Which is why before your animal goes into brumation, if you feel it coming and you just kind of feel uneasy about it, a lot of people recommend getting a parasite test done in order, or I should say actually a feces test, to make sure that your animal does not have parasites before going into brumation, because when they go into that dormant state, they kind of have no control over their body, and so therefore the parasites will pretty much just eat them inside out. So another good healthy tip to kind of do when this time of year is coming around, make sure that you weigh your dragon before they go into brumation, or late September. It can kind of start October, November. It's different for every dragon, but just weigh them, because a healthy dragon should not lose more than a couple grams really if they do go into brumation. So starting off with some signs that you can look for to see if your bearded dragon is kind of going into brumation. The first biggest thing is that it's winter time, or it's approaching winter, late fall, that time of year. So like I mentioned, October, November, December time, where the days are getting shorter, it's getting a little bit cooler. Your bearded dragon will naturally know, like, okay, it's time for me to start declining because food is going to be scarce, whatever. But you will also notice that they will probably be sleeping a lot. They will be more inactive, and they will probably stay in one spot, which is something I've noticed a lot. My bearded dragon Athena, actually, you guys can't see her, but she's right here, housed above my fish tank. She has been in the same spot for probably a month right about now. I've seen her move out of that spot maybe once, but aside from that, she doesn't really move from there very much, and I don't bother her. She's doing fine, and I know that it's just brumation. So some other signs are that they are seemingly tired, and another one is that they will not poop, or poop very little. And this also means that they probably won't eat or drink that much. Your dragon, or specifically dragons, because that's what this video is about, should still be drinking a little bit throughout this process, because you don't want them to become dehydrated, as that is completely unrelated to them not eating. Not eating is normal. Your bearded dragon will most likely not eat and therefore will not poop, but you should still keep them hydrated, and one way to do that, some people recommend it and others don't, and that is to just give your dragon a bath. Because even when we give our dragons baths when they are not brumating, this allows them to soak up water, I believe through their cloaca, and just allow them to stay hydrated even if they don't want to take in water, what's the word? Orally. So now in this section of the video, I'm going to kind of give some tips about what you can do and what you should do, as far as my research and experience these last few years that I've owned dragons has taught me. So the first thing is to leave your dragon's lights on. A lot of people, or not a lot, but some people you will see recommend that you should shut your lights off in order to kind of, some people actually go all out, and they will say, don't feed a week before you plan on starting their brumation cycle, and then after that, turn off the UVB light, and then the heat lamp, and then after a week, move them into a cool room. And that's kind of unnecessary in my opinion. I've never done that, and I know plenty of people who have never done that, and they kind of just leave their lights on, leave everything be, because if you are still regularly giving your dragon food or just leaving worms in the dish or what have you, if your dragon does decide to for some reason get up and out, which I have noticed dragons will get up during brumation, and they eat whether that be, you know, greens or worms, if they eat and just go back to sleep without digesting, they don't digest themselves. So if the UVB light and heat are not on, then that food is just going to rot inside of them as they go back into that dormant state, which can kill your dragon, obviously. So this is why you want to make sure that you leave your dragon's lights on throughout brumation, so that they can still synthesize vitamins and food that are in their system if they decide to eat. So this is something I mentioned a little bit earlier, but this is a way to check to see if you should give your dragon a bath, and this is just to pinch their skin. So if you pinch your dragon's skin and it does not go back down, in fact if you can pinch it like a good amount anyway, your dragon is probably dehydrated and or just needs fluids. So it may not be a severe case of dehydration, but you should definitely offer your dragon a bath, or even see if they will drink water off of a paintbrush. Of course, like I mentioned, you should weigh your dragon around the time of the year. If you don't already weigh them, you know, year round, you should definitely at least start weighing them towards the end of the year, so that you know, okay, I'll weigh them again in a month, and then this way I'll know, like if they're losing grams or whatever have you, you can take them in the vet to get them checked. Also, a quick tip, if you do decide to give your bearded dragon a bath, make sure that you keep their head above water if they are still asleep, because some dragons will go into a deeper sleep than others. So if you decide to take them a bath and they're not awake, they can and will drown, because they're not there. Technically they're not there, they're kind of in a deep sleep. So if you do decide to hydrate your dragon, make sure you keep their head above the water. And I already mentioned getting a fecal sample to make sure that your animal does not have parasites, because that would be an awful thing if your dragon just wanted to go through with a natural process and it had parasites eat them alive while they were in that brumation. And the last tip that I probably have to give you guys is to just let them be. I know it can probably be scary or nerve-wracking, or you know, it's just, you don't know, especially if it's your first time dealing with this, but you know, there's always forums and YouTubers that you can reach out to. But I know, you know, you're like, my dragon isn't moving, they're not eating, they're not pooping, they're not basking, so it's going to be different, but it is a natural process. They do this in the wild and they will do it in captivity as well. As long as there's no odd behaviors outside of brumation, you know, normal brumation signs that I mentioned earlier in the video, and even maybe some others that you can find on the internet, your dragon probably is just fulfilling its natural process. Alright everyone, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and learn a thing or two about brumation and bearded dragons. If you were a little uncertain about your bearded dragon's weird behaviors at this time of year or what have you, if you made it to this point in the video, comment down below in the comment section if you guys have a bearded dragon and what their name or names are if you have more than one. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel to make sure that you do not miss any more of our future content just like today's. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which is just @CurtisHussain, just like my channel name. I also run an Etsy shop where I sell pet supplies for rodents, reptiles, dogs, birds, and more. So if you want to check that out, the link to that is always in the description of all of my videos. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you all in the next one.